Namaste, my dear friends. We are halfway through of discussing exempted supply of services under the GST. In this regard, in the last class, we conclude by referring agricultural sector services, what are the exemptions and what exemptions has been withdrawn, thereby it became taxable. All those issues we covered, my dear sir. Now referring to you, educational sector, our educational sector, exempted supply of services. What are they? Here, if you refer, my dear friends, under the educational sector, all educational institutions not going to cover the exemption. If you take Rafi Academy, for the past 20 years, exclusively providing training and coaching to budding chartered accountants, cost accountants. No other activity undertaken by Rafi Academy is an education institution, but not going to cover under the exemptions category. Then which education institution you are referring here? It should be preschool education, pre-KG, LKG, UKG, preschool. Second category, higher secondary school, where up to 12th standard school education providing are equivalent thereto. Equivalent thereto means what? Diplomas. Like Polytechnic College, Polytechnic education is there, Polytechnic after 10th, or the any other diploma courses equivalent there. So referring to here, school education from 1st standard to 12th standard, it should be school education. What do you mean by school education? There must be the school which covering under the purview of School Education Board of the state, following the norms of the school education. Time to time, period to period, the faculties are coming and taking the class, and there must be education as per the state syllabus or as per the central syllabus, depends upon the school registered under the state board of school education. We call it as school education. Higher secondary school up to 12th standard cover under this category as exemption category. Third category, providing recognized degree, CA Institute, CMA Institute, Company Secretary Institute, IITs, IIMs, followed by universities, including deemed universities, which has been recognized by the AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education, UGC, University Grants Commission, is called deemed universities. Also recognized degree providing institutions. Then the fourth category, providing the what we can call it as vocational training education, vocational training, self-employment course. But vocational training institution should have been got registered under the vocational training this per vocational training institution should have been got the registered in NCVT, National Council for Vocational Training, or SCVT, namely the State Council for Vocational Training, National Council for Vocational Training institution. Under that, the vocational training institution should got registered, or SCVT. That means NCVT or SCVT should have been given the approval to institution to provide vocational training institutions. Then we call them education institutions, which one can think under GST law to claim exemptions. Now, my dear friends, with regard to, so far we discussed so many topics. Anyone please ask me. I am going to start furthermore the education services. I will refer now. Before commencing in detailed manner, depth manner, please let me know the doubts if you have so far what we covered. Not only the previous class, so far we covered time of supply, value of supply, place of supply, reverse charge mechanism, and all. Scope of supply. 80 marks for our exam, GST. Only 20 marks only customs and FTP. Tell me. If you have any doubt, please share with me, or any other clarification also you can speak with me. No doubts? Yes? At least you have to say something, na? No doubt, sir. Proceed, sir. You are telling all the points, sir. Then raise the question of doubt, sir. Then I am very happy and proceed further with the boost of energy. Your comment is my secret of energy. Yes, great. Now looking ahead, the subject of education sector. Here, I mentioned very clearly, services supplied by preschool, higher secondary school up to 12th standard, recognized degree which includes IIMs, IITs, vocational training. The vocational training should be, the training institution should have been recognized under the NCVT, National Council for Vocational Training, or SCVT, State Council for Vocational Training, providing vocational training, self-employment courses. If they provide these services, my dear friends, if they provide these services to whom? They provide these services to their students, to their students, to their staff, to their faculty, whatever may be service rendered, any service, I use the word here, any service provided which is absolutely free from GST. There won't be any GST, any service. Even, sir, ICAI, New Delhi headquarters, ICAI, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, providing to their students Kung Fu Karate services, exempted. Whatever may be service you name is exempted. If these edu institutions providing services to their students, not to outsiders, to their staff, to their faculties, absolutely exempted, any service. If they provide these services to outsiders, only one exempted. Examination entrance fee is exempted. Examination entrance fee. Anna University conducting now BTech entrance examination. BTech entrance examination. The students, not only Anna University, are participating there, but also all over India, other university students also, or other students also going to take part, because getting the seat under university is one of the pride. So there are so many students across the India participated by paying the fees to write the examination. Anna University provided services. What type of services? The service here, examination entrance fee. BTech entrance exam fee collected. To whom? To outsiders. That is also exempted. Suppose in the given case, answer to me. Hopefully able to answer. One example, ICAI, Nunnambakam. Chennai. You tell me, is it providing English degree or not? Highly recognized degree providing institution. Now, if it provide the campus recruitment services, here newly qualified CS are there, corporate companies, which are going to make the payment to participate in the campus interview. So, fee almost they collected 2 crore. So many companies came for campus interview for the want of the best brains of India. Therefore, corporate companies paid the fees to ICI Nunnambakam, where the ICI Nunnambakam is conducting the campus interview, almost a 1 week camp for their newly qualified CS campus interviews. Who is the supplier of service here? Who is the recipient of service? Yes, recipient. The fees they collected 2 crores. Is it taxable or exempted? Absolutely taxable. You can say, sir, they provided services being a recognized degree providing institution, no sir. So what? It is required to provide the promotion of education or any service if they wanted to provide, should provide to their students. Here, newly qualified CS, absolutely not the students. And they are not providing to the students also, providing services to corporate companies who are not the students. As a result, absolute attack GST, you rightly said. CA Institute is a registered associate under GST law to pay the GST. Now please come back. So when we understand, supplier is preschool or higher secondary school, recognized degree providing institution, vocational training institution. To whom? To their staff, students, faculty, any service exempted. To outsiders, they provide the services. Examination entrance fee is exempted. Now coming to services provided by the education institutions to others. What is exempted? Only one. What is that? Entrance examination fees. If outsiders provide these services to education institutions. Qualify exemption, it is exempted only case to case basis. Anybody provide these services, any registered person provide the services of taxable nature or supply the goods as the case may be to education institutions. Qualify exemption case to case basis. If supplier of service providing transportation of students, faculty and staff to preschool, to higher secondary school only exempted, meaning thereby transportation of students, services supplied by a particular transporter to ICAI students absolutely taxable. Sir, ICAI is the education, so what? When anybody who providing services to education institution, case to case basis only exempted. One, transportation of passenger services. What type of transportation is transportation of passenger? Means transportation of students, faculty, staff, not transportation of passenger nature, I'm telling you, transportation of student, faculty, staff, pick up and drop services provided to whom? To the school. Transportation of students, staff and faculty supplied to preschool, higher secondary school, exempted. If they provide the services to recognized degree providing institution, if they provide the services to the vocational training institution, taxable. For example, my name is Sharma Travels. I provide the services of transportation of students of Vivekananda College, pick up and drop. In that case, supplier of service, Sharma Travels, recipient of service, Vivekananda College, recognized degree providing. How can you say, sir? They are the affiliated with the Madras University. Madras University is an university which is established by passing an act in the State Assembly of the Tamil Nadu. Resultantly, recognized degree providing institution. Affiliation thereto also be providing recognized degree. Resultantly, this particular transportation of Vivekananda College students by Sharma Travels being a supplier is taxable supply. Not qualified for exemption. Not qualified for exemption. Yes. Now, in the given case, there is a clarification is there with my best of memory. I'm telling you, if the individual cab operators, if they provide the services to the students of the preschool or higher secondary school and collecting the charges, it is, if they are doing that service only, not any other service, there are so many cab operators, it is students of the preschool, higher secondary school. If they are established that, in that case, if it is transporting by auto rickshaw, which is already qualified exemption, auto rickshaw already qualified exemption, it is not a transportation of passenger services. Resultantly, even school van, I mean to say the private operator operating the cab, providing services to the students and collecting the fees directly from the parents, supplier of service, cab operator, recipient of service is called as the what we can call the parents of the particular school children's. In that case, is it transportation of passenger services? Absolutely not. It is not a transportation of passenger services. Pick up and drop services where they are providing on monthly basis, which is not a transportation of passenger services, which is comes in the category of hiring of motor vehicle services. Even in the case of hiring of motor vehicle, also we are not going to come in the picture, because hiring of motor vehicle means what? As per the requirement of the parents, that fellow should come and stand, wait and take. It is not so. Whenever they like to move, it is not so. They are operating during the school time. They'll come and stand for 2 or 3 minutes. If you're not able to come, they'll go away. So it is also be qualified for exemption. There won't be any tax. It is not a transportation of passenger nature. It is not also going to fall under the what we can call hiring of motor vehicle. It look like hiring of motor vehicle, but it's not so. Hiring of motor vehicle means what? The person who hired it is up to his disposal. The vehicle should be wait. And if the student coming, my student come at 10 o'clock, wait means that will go away. At the same time, not a transportation of passengers. So resultantly, I have come across sometimes before by reading the clarifications, frequently asked question somewhere, it is qualified exemption. It is not a, it is exemption granted to them also. The intention here is not to tax GST on transaction where preschool or higher secondary school. Reason, promotion of the primary education is one of the prime objective of the what we can call the government. Therefore, if the private institutions, pre-KG, LKG, UKG, there are state governments not required any license for that. State government of Tamil Nadu insists in the license. In the case of state of Andhra Pradesh, there is no license required to operate a preschool. In spite of that, qualified exemption, intention is to grant the exemption. So, the cab operators who are operating exclusively only pick up and drop of the school children's preschool or higher secondary school also be exempted. Is clear? Cab, yes, yes, like that will be tax. That is a computation. Yeah, because the intention is the government to grant the exemption, and we do have some example refer. Anganwadi workers. Anganwadi. Anganwadi. You are aware of that Anganwadi? Also like a preschool to encourage the children to come for school. Anganwadi workers are not really to speak the employees of the government. Government is funding it. That Anganwadi activities also be exempted as a school education, the preschool education, qualified exemption. So the clarifications are given subsequently by the CBIC. But anyhow, now please come back. At the same time, if I will bring to a notice, since you are looking into this depth manner, I will go to the deeper of this case. Now, you tell me, Don Bosco is one of the higher secondary school. Now here, Parvin travels Private Limited, registered person, Chennai. They also be in Chennai. They provide these services. What type of services provided to the high secondary school? One, tour and travel for the school children at the summer occasions. They want to go for tour and travel, educational tour and travel, which is educational tour, and for which they paid to them almost 2 lakh rupees. Supplier, who is the supplier here? Parvin Travels. Recipient here is Don Bosco School. Now tell me, my dear friends, in the given case, supplier, this 2 lakh rupees received, taxable or exempted? Taxable or exempted? You have to say absolutely taxable. Not transportation also. Even if second case, if they provide transportation of passenger services, transportation of passenger services, different category again. Stage carriage, contract carriage, like that comes into picture. Where if it is non-AC, non-air conditioned, general exemption, air conditioned Volvo bus, passenger transportation services. Passenger transportation again different. What do you mean the passenger transportation services? The Parvin Travels not providing to Don Bosco School. Parvin Travel providing services to the passengers, where they entered, they buy the ticket. Otherwise, no. Volvo AC bus is moving from city A to city B. Children's, the entering into the bus, city A, and they want to go to city B, where they have the preschool or they have the high secondary school. Then the bus is going regularly from city A to city B. Then in that bus, the students of the children, particular school children, has been entered, boarding, embarking from city A to disembark in city B, where if you entered, you pay, otherwise not required to pay. Supplier of service, Parvin Travels. Recipient of service, passengers. There is no question of qualify for exemption under the educational nature. Suppose Don Bosco said, hey Parvin Travels, tell me monthly how much you will charge to pick up my school children's from city A and drop to school city B, and pick up from city B and drop to their residence in city A. How much you will charge? Sir, I will charge 5 lakh rupees for this services. Fine. In that case, transportation passengers, it is transportation of not passengers. That time, transportation of students, staff, faculty, pick up and drop services provided to higher secondary school. Resultantly, this is qualified from exemption. Now please come back. Furthermore, referring here, transportation of students, faculty and staff supplied to preschool, higher secondary school, exempted. Second category is the first category we complete. Second category, catering including midday meals of government supplied to preschool, higher secondary school, exempted. Even Midday meals provided by private people also exempted. But provided to whom? To preschool, higher secondary school. Only exempted. Midday meals providing by CA Institute, for example, where Anna caterers providing midday meals to the students of CA Institute. CA Institute paying the fees, charges, outdoor catering services. Absolutely taxable. Preschool, higher secondary school only exempted if you provide midday meals, which may be government sponsored midday meals. And third category, very important to note, services of what type of nature? Security services. Then cleaning or housekeeping services. One is security services, second one cleaning or housekeeping services, and the third one cleaning and housekeeping. There itself is there. Cleaning, housekeeping is one. Security services, cleaning or housekeeping services. Where? I mean to say security, cleaning, housekeeping. So the three categories, if provide the services to preschool or higher secondary school, is exempted. When no, in such education institutions, then only exempted. Meaning what? There are questions in the exam of CA final in this regard also. One example. See here, DAV Public School. Gopalapuram, Chennai. Now, this particular higher secondary school, they wanted to celebrate sports day. Sports day celebration, where, let us say, Hotel Taj, Chennai. Here, in the given case, Mrs. X and Company, security services provided to the school, that is, charge the fees of 2 lakh for providing services at Hotel Taj, Chennai, where they are celebrating sports day celebration. What do you mean this? How to understand this? In the given case, my dear sir, X and Company provide the security services in Hotel Taj for the DAV Public School of their sports day celebration. Now this 2 lakh rupees security services provided by X and Company to DAV Public School, taxable or exempted? Taxable or exempted? Absolutely taxable. Yes, there you are, taxable. Reason, it should be provided within the premises of the preschool or higher secondary school. If provided to the preschool, high school school, other than their premises, other than their precinct, at elsewhere, then that is not qualify exemption. Similar to that, cleaning services or housekeeping services should be provided within the premises of the preschool or higher secondary school. You know, cleaning, you mean that maintenance neatly. Housekeeping, plumbing work, repair work, electrical repair work, drainage cleaning work. This and that. In that case, these services in the premises of preschool, in the premises of higher secondary school only qualify exemption. Further, my dear friends, supply of services, service relating to admission to or conduct of examination by such institution to preschool, higher secondary school, recognized degree providing institution, vocational training exempted. Service relating to admission to into that preschool, high secondary school, recognized degree or vocational training, or conduct of examination by such institution, therefore we provide these services. Mr. Rafi owned Rafi Academy. Rafi Academy located in the heart of the city, Mylapore, 7 floors, for example. 7 floors, almost all 2,000 students can be easily accommodated, very big building. Rafi Academy owned. CA Institute approached, hey Mr. Rafi, could you provide your premises to conduct our CA final examinations in the coming exam of May 2024? I said, definitely, I will provide, sir. How much you will pay? They said, we will pay for the entire duration period 8 lakh rupees. I am very happy. Sir, Wango, please welcome. So I let out. Rafi Academy provided their premises to CA Institute to conduct the examination. So Rafi Academy rupees 8 lakhs absolutely fit under this category of exemption, therefore not liable to pay GST for that 8 lakh rupees. One fine day, Mr. Rafi, who is faculty in indirect taxes for the past 20 years, received a call from Board of Studies of ICAI New Delhi. Sir, we selected you to set the question paper for CA final. Could you able to set with the solutions we want? I said, definitely I will do, sir. And they said, for doing so, we will pay to you 2 lakh rupees. I am very happy, sir. I set the question paper for CA final. They asked me 3 different set of question papers. I prepared 3 different set of question papers for which answers also, and have given to CA Institute. CA Institute conduct the examination for which I provided the question paper with the solutions. Admission to became a member of the institution, conducting the examination by CA Institute. Absolutely qualify exemption. My 2 lakh rupees absolutely qualify exemption. However, Mr. Rafi going and taking the classes in the CA Institute as a faculty, my output supply, I am an already registered person. I am raising the bill every month. I am liable to pay GST. Yes, conducting of classes by CA Institute where the faculty is going and taking the classes cannot be called as the service relating to admission to or conduct of examination by. For conduct of examination, what is your contribution? I given my property on rental basis to conduct the examination. I set the paper, question paper to set the examination. Taking the class in the CA Institute, if I am a registered person, whatever the fees I am charging is providing commercial training or coaching services to CA Institute, which is nowhere qualify exemption. Coming to further, my dear friends, referring here, services supplied online educational journals or periodicals. Online education journals or periodicals. To whom? Recognized degree providing institution only exempted. service provided to recognized degree related to online educational journals or periodicals. Supplier is exempt from the payment of GST. CA institute paid the subscription to a particular, let us say, what we call Academic Times subscription paid. Online journals are providing by Academic Times in relation to financial matters that and this. For example, taxable or exempted? Absolutely, it is exempted because provided to whom? To CA institute, which is recognized degree providing institution. Same way, if they provide to IIM Ahmedabad, if the Indian Express providing online journals, periodicals, absolutely exempted. If the Academic Times provide the online journals to DAV Public School, Gopalapuram, a school education up to 12th standard, taxable or exempted? Absolutely taxable. Absolutely taxable. Here, one clarification given by CBIC. Suppose in the case where here ICAI New Delhi import online journals from Messrs. A Incorporation of USA. In the case, it is called as import of services. Import of services. Here, he is the importer. Taxable or exempted? If taxable means recipient RCM liable to pay GST. If it is exempted means no one liable to pay GST. Here the CBSE clarified this is also exempt from the payment of the GST. Further, my dear friends, they further clarified recognized degree which includes Director General Shipping approved maritime courses conducted by Maritime Training Institute of India. That means recognized degree providing institution, not only recognized by the state or central UGC, but if it is Maritime Training Institute of India conducting maritime courses which is approved by Director General Shipping. Director General Shipping approved a particular private institution which provide maritime courses. Qualify exemption. But the private institution providing maritime courses should be approved by Director General of Shipping. It's a recognized degree. Clarification given by CBIC. Coming to ITIs, Industrial Training Institutions. Industrial Training Institutes. Private ITIs, only we are talking. Government ITIs, recognized degree providing. School education, this is what we can recognized degree providing. There is no dispute. Government ITIs, we are not talking. Private ITIs, there are so many private ITIs. In that case, are they provide the services comes under the educational nature? If they provide the services to the student, staff, faculty, qualify exemption? This has been clarified by saying that private ITIs first should have to have approved by NCVT, National Council for Vocational Training or otherwise State Council for Vocational Training, if not approved by Modular Employable Skill course, which is approved by NCVT again, run by a person registered with the Director General Training of Ministry of Skill Development. So many conditions should be passed here. First and foremost, the private ITI should have got license from Director General Training Ministry of Skill Development. Having the training, recognized degree, the license, it should be approved by NCVT or SCVT, or should provide modular employable skill courses which is approved by the NCVT. Having this all status, the private ITIs providing training where in designated trade only should be exempted. What is designated trade? Here we have designated trade means any trade or occupation or any subject field in engineering or technology or any vocational course which the central government, after consultation with the Central Apprenticeship Council, may by notification in the official gazette specify as a designated trade for the purposes of the Apprenticeship Act 1961. Approved course under the Apprenticeship Act where it should be related to engineering, which is called designated trade. That courses offered by private ITIs which already got registered under the Director General of Vocational Training, here Director General of Training, Ministry of Skill Development, and that training what they are providing recognized one by the NCVT or SCVT, then only qualify exemption. As if it is providing vocational training institution to their staff, their faculty, to their students, qualify from exemption. Otherwise, private ITIs are not exempted from the payment of the GST. That means they have to pay the GST, the meaning of it. Further, there are some clarifications which need to be addressed here. Before going for this clarification, I would like to bring to notice some of the points which is not there in that particular material what I given to you, but which has some its own importance. Bringing to notice. My dear friends, conduct of examination, admission to or conduct of an examination is called what? Exempt supply. If anybody provide admission to or conduct of examination by the institution of a preschool, higher secondary school, recognized degree or vocational training, qualify exemption. Are you aware of that, no, my dear? Yes or no? I give the examples. My property given for rental basis to conduct the examination by CA Institute. I sent the question paper to conduct the examination by CA Institute. Said no. Say, yes, some reciprocation hai. Have you said or not? Exempted or not? Exempted. So much time am I taking? Hey, I am a friend. I am just not telling. Enda, Vada, Poda is not telling because of professional nature of a course. I have high respect and love and affection on my beloved students who are my best friends. Dear friends, only I am talking. My dear students, Have I said like that? No. Then why you are afraid to speak with me? You are not afraid, but you, okay, why this fellow is asking us to speak? You have to speak. Then only that what we can call laziness or the what we can call some lethargicness will go away. I said admission to or conducting of examination by such institutions, such services are provided to private school, higher I mean the preschool, high school, or recognized degree or vocational training institutions exempted. Now there is a case law here. Saraswati Press Limited. Before talking about this case law, Saraswati Press Limited, sometimes before under the composition scheme, I say not composition scheme, composite supply, section 8. Under the composite supply, can you remember? I referred a case where circular of the CBSE. What is the circular of the CBSE in that composite supply? Hats off to the answer. That is what now I want. Not simply sitting here. Great. Goosebumps here. The moment you say the answer, no, I got so anxiety, interest. Furthermore, yes, then I am talking about the best friends of India only, not to the people who are not having the sufficient things to understand. Highly qualified people are sitting in front of me. Rightly you said. Content given by the publisher to the printer to print and supply the book format in the hands of the printer. It is not supply of goods, it is supply of services. Excellent. Now, Saraswati Press Limited printing the question paper after receiving the content from a particular university, printed the question paper and given the question paper to university. If so, what they received content, what they given back also content after having job work. Meaning thereby it is clearly supply of services. Such a supply of service offered by Saraswati Press Limited to the university by printing the question paper and giving, is it covered under the educational sector services qualify for an exemption? In the given case, Saraswati Press Limited, the judiciary, namely West Bengal Authority for Advanced Ruling, see WB West Bengal A Authority for Advanced Ruling, given the ruling stating that yes, it is qualified under exemption category. The decision is as follows. The supply of services of printing question paper for conduct of examinations to education institution supplied by the applicant will covered under the serial number 66, means what? Notification number 12/2017 of exemption list, because basically 83, 84 exemptions are there. That means covered under exemption category and therefore shall be treated as exempted supply, as simple as that. Further, my dear, very important to bring to our notice. Anganwadi. An Anganwadi inter provides preschool services, non-formal education. Is it also qualified under preschool qualify exemption? Hence, Anganwadi is covered by the definition of educational institution as a preschool. Serving of food to Anganwadi shall also be covered by the said exemption, whether sponsored by government or through donation from corporates, as the case may be. Anganwadi services, though non-formal education, which falls in a preschool. Whoever may be run the preschool, private parties or government, whoever runs. Nowadays, government also coming out with the preschool concept. State governments. So what? Rafi Academy, for example, providing CA coaching classes. However, they started now preschool. Right, from preschool, CA. For which preschool? Pre-KG, LKG, UKG classes offering. For that fees, Rafi Academy also exempted. Further, some more points I am bringing notice. There are some circulars which is not taken place as a printout in that earlier material. That's why I'm taking the interest to bring here. Maybe, who knows, the question may be going to come in this category. My student, see, my intention to present the subject like this, my dear. If you sit with the question paper of paper number 5, indirect tax laws, new syllabus of CF final, or new syllabus of CMF final paper number 19, indirect tax laws and practice, as the case may be. Once you sit in the examination hall with the question paper, 100 marks of the question paper should know my student without any doubt. What is required? You should take the time to write neatly with good handwriting, enough. This is what my intention. If any question comes in the examination which is not covered by me in the class, means is a very big sin on my part. I feel like that. There is a reason, no, I'm telling you. Once you attend the classes of mine, you will get minimum 70 to 80 marks. 80 plus your hard work speaks. With that, I am bringing this particular conceptual clarification of the CBSE. This is also clarification. CBSE. Examinations conducting by certain state boards, central boards, UPSC, University Public Service Commission, state boards, Railway Recruitment Board, RRB, like that, state also, TNPC, Tamil Nadu Service Commission, TNPC, Tamil Nadu Police Service Board. Like that, there are so many boards of state government conducting the examination to take the candidates for their department. In this manner, taxability of various services by central government or state government boards, such as National Board of Examination, if they are conducting such examination for their recruitment purpose. In that case, are they education institutions? UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, is an education institution, but they conduct the examination under the National Board of Examination. If National Board of Examination conduct the examination to select the candidates, to shortlist the candidates, RRB, Railway Recruitment Board, conducting the examination, is it an education institution? Is it education institution? Railway Recruitment Board, which is not an education institution, but they are conducting the examination. Is qualified exemption or not? So this point here clarified. They said that these are the educational boards, central and state educational boards are treated as education institution for the limited purpose of providing services by way of conduct of examination, including entrance examination to the students. So simplification. Supply central state boards, including the boards such as National Board of Examination. National Board of Examination. One example, UPSC also you can add here. TNPC you can add here. Recipient student, not a student of that particular institution, they are treating as the student, means the participant, the person who writes the examination. Nature of supply, examination, which includes entrance examination. To that extent only, supply made by this board qualify from exemption, as they are providing education, as there are education institutions, therefore exempted. Further, supplier, any person, supplier any person, recipient central or state board, which includes the board such as NBE, National Board of Examination. Here clarification: admission to or conduct of examination such as online testing services, result publication services, printing of notification for examination, admit card and question papers, etc., when provided to such board also be exempted. Just now, Saraswati printing press, West Bengal Authority for Advanced Ruling, Kesla, if they provide the service printing of examination, entrance examination question paper for UPSC or National Board for Examination, in that case, qualify exemption. Anybody provide the services to such board in relation to admission to or conduct of examination such as online testing services, result publication services, printing of notification for examination purpose services, admit card services, providing admit card and question papers, etc., when provided to such board, exempt from GST. Admit card, when we talk admit card, you all of them are getting the admit card before any examination. Of course, through online they are downloading and also sending the physical copy, no ma? Yes sir, no? Even now? Only online downloading. I'm asking you. See and should. Long back I know. Only online. Okay, very good. There is no question. Earlier when we used to study, means a couple of years before, they used to send the admit card. It come by register post. If such a services are provided by Indian Postal Department to CA Institute to send the admit card, under this category, one can say it is exempted. Yes. Under this category exempted. Not qualified. Indian Postal Department provides the services. What is exempted? Postcard, inland card, envelope. The envelope weight less than 10 grams only exempted. Admit card by register post, CA Institute sending to the students. Indian Postal Department provides services. Under this category exempted. Admit card. Distribution services. But anyhow, furthermore, note this big circular it is. GST is applicable to other service provided by such boards, namely of providing accreditation to an institution or to a professional accreditation fee or registration fee, such as fee for foreign medical graduate examination screening test. Such a type of service are providing. See, if a person studied what we can call here the MBBS outside India, they have to do examination in India to enroll as a medical practitioner. So such cases, the accreditation fee. What do you mean accreditation fee? Vivekananda College, in front of the college board itself, affiliated with the University of Madras University, affiliated with the University of Madras, in the bracket, affiliated with Madras University. For affiliation, every year they have to pay the fees and renew the affiliation. You are aware of that? Madras University cutting the fees, affiliation fees from Vivekananda College for giving accreditation, means the recognition. That is taxable. One can expect in the examination. Further, free coaching services provided by coaching institutions under the NGOs, non-gazetted offices or non-gazetted organizations, under the central scheme of scholarship for students with disabilities, where the total expenditure now borne by the government 75% or more of the total expenditure. is borne by the government to coaching institutions by way of grant in aid is covered under the other exempted category, as a result exempted, meaning thereby, let us say, Rafi Academy conducting, let us say, CF foundation classes, Rafi Academy conducting foundation classes under the scheme of government, Ministry of Finance want to promote. Therefore, Rafi Academy expenditure for that particular year 100 lakhs. Government is reimbursing 85 lakhs, means 85%, more than or equal to 75% of my expenditure. Therefore, my entire supply qualify exemption, provided it should be funded by the government. The expenditure more than or equal to 75% borne by the government under the scheme of the government, then only exempted. Further, my dear friends, we have furthermore latest circulars here, which is applicable from your exam point of view, May 24 onwards. What is this particular circular says? In nutshell, I will say that my daughter up to 10th class, she studied in DAV public school, Gopalapuram. Now, +1, +2, 11th standard, 12th standard, she want to join another school. Now, she asked for transfer certificate, obtain the TC. That means my daughter in the DAV school now became an ex-student. Now, she applied for the want of migration certificate. School is providing by charging the fees to the ex-student, not the student. With a qualified exemption, the fees charged by the Gopalapuram DAV public school. Qualified exemption, clarification, which I am presenting in elaborate manner. The amount of the fee charged for admission or entrance, or amount charged for application fee for entrance, or the fee charged from prospective students for issuance of eligibility certificate to them in the process of their entrance or admission to the education institution, exempt transaction already known. Further, service supplied by an education institution by way of issuance of migration certificate to the leaving or ex-students, are also be exempt from the payment of the GST. This question one can expect in examination. In the it is supposed to apply in the November 23 exam itself. In the November 23 examination, this circular has not been touched at all. One can expect in the May 24 examination. Further, from 1st March 2023, for removal of doubt, it is clarified that any authority or board are set up by the central state government, including National Testing Agency, for conduct of entrance examination for admission to the education institutions shall be treated as an education institution only for the limited purpose of providing services by way of conduct of entrance examination for admission to education institutions. Saraswati Press Limited already referred. Furthermore, educational institution sector, where what do you mean by education institution? I explained to you, supplied by education institution and supplied to education institution, taxation if not qualified for exemption, explained. Furthermore, under the education sector, we have The other category of education are as follows. National Skill Development Corporation NSDC services also be exempted. Simple to say that any institution affiliated with NSDC and approved by NSDC institutions, approved courses approved by the NSDC is carried out by a private institution by having affiliation with the NSDC, absolutely exempt. What do we mean that the National Skill Development Corporation set up by the Government of India or a sector skill council approved by the NSDC or an assessment agency approved by the NSDC or sector skill council or training partner approved by the NSDC as sector skill council in relation to the following: National Skill Development Program implemented by the National Skill Development Corporation, or a vocational training development course under the National Skill Certification and Monetary Reward Scheme, or any other scheme implemented by the National Skill Development Corporation are exempted. Meaning, what simple to say, one cannot byhead this at all. Providing services in relation to skill development where it is approved or under the scheme of National Skill Development Qualified Exemption. Further, services of assessing bodies empaneled centrally by the Directorate General of Training, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship by way of assessment under the Skill Development Initiative Scheme, exempted from the payment of the GST. How to understand this? I would like to bring to notice one example again here from our workbook. Sir, what is exempted here is assessment by assessing bodies, which is centrally empaneled with the Director General of Training, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, only exempted. If the institution provide consultancy services, which is that assessment services, then in that case taxable. How to understand this? One example I would like to bring to notice here. Look this example. I hope so. My bureau friends will answer correctly this example. Industrial and Technical Consultancy Organization of Tamil Nadu Limited, IT COT, is accredited for conducting assessment of modular employable skill MES courses under the SDI Skill Development Initiative Scheme. Following services provided in the month of October, let us say 2023, for example. Skill development services for 20 lakhs, skill assessment, examination and certification under the Skill Development Initiative Scheme for 25 lakhs, feasibility report to various industries for 60 lakhs. Find the GST liability. Note, IT code is a registered person of GST law. Applicable rate of GST 18%. What is my taxable supply? 60 lakhs, okay. Only 60 lakhs, sir? What is exempted then? Assessment, examination, skill assessment, examination, certification means assessment. Very good. Which is exam? Perfectly correct. Then skill development services. Skill development. If you refer here, the provision, if you refer, my dear, in the given case, what is exempted here means after this, na? Yes. What is exempt here means services of assessing bodies empaneled centrally by the Director of Training, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship by way of assessment under the Skill Development Initiative Scheme, SDI. Assessing bodies empaneled, what for? Assessment purpose, examination and assessment, testing. Then only by conducting the examination we test your talent. In that case, that alone exempted. What about here? In the given case, yes, the skill development service is training program, which is not here exempted. Therefore, 20 lakhs, total it is 80 lakhs, 18% on 80 lakhs. Your IGST is equal to how much? Huh? Is the amount of GST. Answer to this 14 lakh 40,000. Now please come back. See, what is exempt? You have to read as a professional person. Read the sentence by putting the pen point by point, in between comma or A and D, all put together. You have to point by point. Soundfully means what? Understandably you have to read. Then you come to know the correct approach. Further, my dear friends, referring here, services offered by any education institution, any training institution, any private institution, offer the course under the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gramina Kausalya Yojana scheme, which is approved by NCVT, National Council for Vocational Training. At the end of the training, certification is given by NCVT. Such training is offered by any person, qualify exemption. For example, in the given case, Narayan Industrial Training Institute, which is offered training to participant for empowering women, empowerment of women, for which training is given in stitching under the scheme of Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gramina Kausalya Yojana scheme, qualify from exemption, provided that at the end of the day, the training should be certificate should be provided to the participants. The training should be certified by NCVT, National Council for Vocational Training. Then Narayan Training Institute, whatever the fees collected from the participant, absolutely exempted from the payment of the GST. With this, I can say that, my dear friends, education institution, education sector, our education sector services concluded. There won't be any question which is going to be tested in the examination beyond this coverage. Further, my dear sir, Referring to you now, my dear friends, healthcare sector exemptions. However, in the recent past, there are some amendments that are taken place. There is a cord blood bank services. Exemption to cord blood bank services has been withdrawn from 18 July 2022. Taxable. What do you mean by cord blood bank? You know that preservation of stem cells in a particular the storage, cold storage, to preserve the stem cells. When the mother blessed with the baby is coming out from the womb of the mother with a particular nerve. The medical practitioners scissoring it, detaching the baby from the mother, where there is mother main nerve, from that collecting the requisite quantum of blood and preserving it in cold storage, which is going to be helpful for the mother and baby to eradicate more than 100 types of diseases which is going to be faced in future, which became a nowadays a like insurance nature, and almost all the nursing homes this facility now is available across the India, pan-India basis. The growing demand of this noticed by the GST Council and said, okay, in that case, withdraw the exemption. Therefore, any person offered cord blood bank services, even the nursing home offers cord blood bank services, attract the GST. When it is not under the GST means government hospital provide the cord blood bank services to unregistered individual. In that case, government is supplier, local authority is supplier, which is qualified exemption. Any service which is not forward charge, which is not a reverse charge, qualify from exemption. In that category, it is exempted. Otherwise, all the private nursing homes or all persons, private peoples or any person, suppose if the not a government hospital, government has separate blood bank, and provide this type of services. If provide, then time supplies the government or local authority, in that case, to whom? Unregistered individuals qualify from exemption. If the fees is not exceeding rupees 5,000, which is exempted. So that category comes into picture exemption. Otherwise, liable to pay GST. Now, such a cord blood bank services now presently attract the GST. The exemption not there. Further, what is qualified from exemption under the healthcare sector? Authorized medical practitioners, if provide the services which is recognized medicine as recognized under the Indian Medical Establishment Act, qualify exemption. Nursing homes or hospitals provide the healthcare services in the field of recognized medicine under the Indian Medical Establishment Act, only qualify exemption. What are those? One, allopathy, English medicine, yoga, naturopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy, Siddha, Unani. These 7 types of healthcare services offered by hospitals, nursing homes, clinics, which is recognized system of medicine, exempted. Same time, the medical practitioner who is authorized medical practitioner provide the services also be exempted. nursing staff, physiotherapist services, technician services, lab assistant services, ambulance services, diagnosis services also be exempted. I would like to bring to notice here a particular case scenario. Is a case scenario. There is a hospital providing services in the recognized system of medicine, let us say allopathy, English medicine, where patient is admitted, is called inpatient. To the inpatient, the hospital provides the healthcare services, where one eminent doctor, specialist coming to the hospital as a visiting doctor provide the services to the patient. Hospital collected from the patient 2,25,500 for the entire healthcare services, lump sum amount to the inpatient, 2,25,500, full amount in relation to recognized medicine provided by hospital to inpatient. Out of the 2,25,500 rupees, the 2 lakh rupees paid to visiting doctor by hospital. In the hands of visiting doctor, 2 lakh rupees absolutely exempted because the visiting doctor is recognized medicine he is providing as holder of authorized medical practitioner certificate, therefore exempted. And the fees collected by the hospital, 2,25,500, out of that 2 lakhs paid to visiting doctor and 25,500 retained by the hospital. The retained by the hospital also be towards healthcare service only. Clarification given by CBSE. This 25,500 is retained by the hospital as their consideration is going to meet the cleaning and cleaning or housekeeping services. Housekeeping service includes the dry cleaning services of the patient, bed sheets or the pillows, cleaning the premises, security services. For that they are incurring. Therefore, CBSE said the entire amount 2,25,500 consideration is exempted. Out of which 2 lakhs paid to visiting doctor, in the hands of visiting doctor being a supplier of healthcare services also be exempted. So as a whole fully is exempted. Thereafter, here, what about the medicine sold by the hospital to the patient? When patient, you say here, two types, outpatient, inpatient. For outpatient, the doctor prescribes the medicine and the medicine is selling by the medical shop located within the premises of the hospital. For example, is supply of goods for outpatient. What is applicable rate of GST will apply for that medicine. It is not exempted. Suppose the inpatient to whom the surgery to be conducted after 5 days. Before that, for 5 days, as per the doctor advice, medicine is provided, is a form part of the operation. We cannot provide the medicine just before 1 hour of the operation. For the past 5 days, going on give the medicine. After that, the operation will be conducted, will be success. Is the doctor suggestion? Accordingly, medicine sold to inpatient. Operation conducted. During the operation also medicine supplied. operation is completed. This is called as composite supply, which includes medicine supplied, healthcare services supplied. Even for the past 5 days, as per the doctor's suggestion, the food has been provided by the canteen and the hospital. That means as per the doctor advice only the food is given. Only one chapati in the evening. Afternoon only 250 grams rice with 250 grams of dal. Along with that, only one piece of what we can call the bitter gourd. Enough. Nothing else. In the morning, only 2 idlis without any side dish. In such cases, accordingly, for the past 5 days, the canteen wala provide the restaurant services, outdoor catering services, catering, food and beverage services, sale of medicine services, sale of goods, medicine, and healthcare services. These are all called as composite supply. Principal supply, predominant element, healthcare services. Presently, entire value of supply for which bill came 3 lakh rupees fully exempted. Clarification given by the CBIC. Further, if the patient is admitted as inpatient in ICU, intensive care unit, where the room charges per day per room 1 lakh rupee. Go and see, 1 lakh rupee per day per room. Since in ICU, which is exempted, irrespective of the value. But if it is other than ICU, other than CCU, critical care unit, other than intensive cardiac care unit, ICCU, or neonatal intensive care unit, NICU, other than this nature of admission of the patient, per day per room also be exempted, where the charges not exceed 5,000 per day per patient, per day patient room charges. Simple to say that no GST will be levied if the room rent is less than or equal to rupees 5,000 per day basis. If it is ICCU, CCU, ICCU, or ICU, or NICU, irrespective of the rental per day, exempted. Further, my dear friends, other than recognized system of medicine, what are they? Pranic healing, acupressure treatment, acupuncture treatment, Reiki treatment, color therapy treatment. These and all may be recognized system of medicine outside India. But as per Indian Medical Establishment Act, pranic healing, acupressure, acupuncture, Reiki treatment, color therapy not qualify as recognized system of medicine. If any hospital, nursing home, or authorized medical practitioner carried out services of this type of nature, absolutely under the GST. Similar to that, hair transplant means hairs are not there, want to grow more hair. Why should you grow more hair? Look like hero. So for beautification of the face, I am undergoing plastic surgery. My nose is not so Good. Cute. It is only a fat nose. Have a slim nose. No, nose is like this. Now should be straight. Like that. For beautification of the face, plastic surgery, this and all cannot called as exempted supply. Unless it is warranted to carry out. What do you mean by warranted to carry out? Sir, a person abnormal growth height at the age of 10, he is almost all 5 feet. Age of 10, 5 feet height. Going on goes up. Difficult to him to control the height. Such cases, surgery is done. Abnormalities to prevent, which is exempted. Or otherwise, sir, I am ex-army person. One fine day, nearby my place, a fight taken place in a house. I entered there in the house. I saved the children from the house and brought to a safe place. By doing so, my skin, jaw, partly got affected with the fire. My hairs also be gone away because of the huge flame inside of the house. Now I am undergoing treatment of plastic surgery, undergoing hair transplant purpose, which is warranted. In that case, exempted. Further, biomedical waste is called biomedical waste. The hospitals meant for curing the diseases, healing the diseases. Unfortunate to say, if the hospital or nursing home, they produce the waste, if not properly disposed of, these hospitals are going to cause diseases. Cotton with the blood, used syringes, medicine, expired medicine, these are to dispose of, for which there is a separate management course, biomedical management course. I have undergone the course. I am a qualified person. I am providing service of biomedical waste treatment services to Apollo Hospital, to Kaveri Hospital. In that case, for example, this fellow is taking every day the wastage of the hospital and disposing of such a manner that something can be buried, something can be burned, something can be thrown into the sea. Thereby, there won't be any environmental effect. Keeping in mind the environmental concept, I am disposing this, safe disposal. Such a service I offered to Apollo Hospital, to Kaveri Hospital. My service is humble service only, but the exemption was there. Now it is withdrawn from 18th July 2022. The person who provide services of biomedical waste treatment or management services, absolutely taxable now. However, as I told you sometimes before, the rehabilitation professional services, but who has to provide it is by central government, state government, or an entity registered under section 12A or 12AB of the income tax. If they provide these services of rehabilitation professional services like this or like this or the like this, exempted. Rehabilitation professional services are exempted. Rehabilitation professionals offered by a particular MNC hospital, which is not section 12A, 12AB. This exemption cannot be extended. Very clear, my dear. Services provided by rehabilitation professional services recognized under the Rehabilitation Council of India Act by way of rehabilitation therapy or counseling and or such other activity so as covered by this act at the medical establishment, education institution, rehabilitation centers established by the central government, state government or union territory or an entity registered in section 12A. These guys provide these services, only exempted. That means to say that a MNC hospital, Bharati Raja Hospital, in that rehabilitation professionals, who runs it? Bharati Raja Hospital. What is the status? 12A, 12AB? No sir. MNC company sir. Taxable. But this rehabilitation professional service provided by inside of the hospital, which is an entity registered in 12A, 12AB, then qualify from exemption. Further, services of washroom, bathroom, lavatories, urinal or toilet facilities are offered by any person for payment, charges, pay and use, maintaining hygienic manner, which is humble services. Exemption now continued in the hands of the supplier of these services. Further, my dear friends, let us have one numeric problem in this regard from our workbook. Yes. From workbook, a comprehensive problem is here. Hopefully, you are able to answer correctly now. I want you to answer this. One simple example, but comprehensive example, not a simple example. Why should I say simple example? Comprehensive example in a simplified manner presenting. This example, hopefully visible to all of you, seems to be. Visible to all of you, am I right? Yes, my dear friends?
Yes.
Yeah. By time of completion of my reading, I want the answer. Hold the calculator in your hands. Well-being nursing home has received the following amount in the month of June in lieu of the various services rendered by it in the same month. You are required to determine the GST liability from the details furnished below. Rupees in lakhs. Palliative care for terminally ill patients at patient's home. Palliative care is given to improve the quality of life of the patient who have a serious or life-threatening disease, but the goal of such care is not to cure the disease. 30 lakhs. Services provided by cord blood bank unit of the nursing home by way of preservation of stem cells. 24 lakh. Hair transplant services. 100 lakh. Ambulance services to transport critically ill patients from various locations to nursing home. 12 lakhs. Transport of patients in an ambulance on behalf of the state government against consideration. 12 lakhs. What is this? Against consideration is 10 lakhs. Point number 6. Naturopathy treatment. Such treatment is a recognized system of medicine in terms of Section 2H of the Clinical Establishment Act. 80 lakhs. Plastic surgery to restore autonomy of a child affected due to an accident. 30 lakhs. Pranic healing treatment. Such treatment is not recognized system of medicine in terms of the Section 2H of the Clinical Establishment Act. 120 lakhs. Mortuary services. 10 lakhs. All the amounts given above are exclusive of GST. Well-being nursing home is a registered person under GST. Applicable rate of GST 18%. All the transactions are intrastate level. I want total taxable supply. 200 and one answer is 240. Somebody telling 244. Somebody telling. Okay. Any other answer? There are so many points are coming. That's why I am asking any other answer. Any other answer? In the given case, any other answer I am asking. Here, today, present scenario, the solution for the given case here is taxable supply. When you say the first point, palliative care, 30 lakhs, taxable or exempted? No, it is exempted. Why exempted? No, sir. You maybe got impressed to tax because it is not meant for cure. For confirmation information, my dear friends, there are diseases never going to cure. It should be maintainable, right? No, blood pressure, BP, sugar, not curable, maintainable. Just because of that, if a authorized medical practitioner giving the treatment of to a sugar patient, which is not curable, you mean that it's not a healthcare services? You want to tax it? Sorry, it is still exempted only. Healthcare services, the first one exempted. That's why I said comprehensive study it is. Second case, service provided by cord blood bank unit of nursing home, 24 lakhs. Taxable or exempted? Excellent. Hats off to the answer. Hair transplant services. Hair transplant. Huh? Taxable or exempted only, I'm asking. Taxable, that's it. Have I said to you all these points? No. Then only going to speak. It's a problem, application. is a taxable. Hair transplant, beautification of my face, taxable. How much? 100 lakhs plus 24 lakhs. 124 lakhs taxable so far. Ambulance services, exempted. Exempt. Transportation of patients in an ambulance. Ambulance, transportation of patients in an ambulance. Absolutely exempted. Sir, I have ambulance, sir. I'm a private guy, sir. My ambulance I'm using for patient transportation only. It's a farm part, like lab. I'm a lab assistant, sir. Identifying testing the human being samples, blood, urine, and then I'm testing. I'm a private party. I'm not a nursing home. Exempted. I'm taking the X-ray. Exempted. Because it is in relation to healthcare only. Point number 4 and point number 5. Ambulances are to transport critically ill patients from various locations to the nursing home. Followed by point number 5. Transportation of patients in an ambulance on behalf of the state government against consideration. Here the use word on behalf of the state government. It is known one way or the other. What? No, services provided to meet the objectives of Article 243 or Article 243G or Article 243W. There, the services rendered to the government, pure labor services, exempted. In that category, point number 5. Point number 4, healthcare services, therefore exempted. Then, the question you ask, if hide means how can you get the solution? I'm a resource person. Humbly, I'm telling you, my dear sir, not proudly or greatly, which is not required. If I submit a thesis in a university on the indirect taxes, definitely I'm confident to get the doctorate. That much research I'm doing every day. Now also I'm doing, not to get the doctorate, not required. My below friends, you people are my brand ambassador. I told no, that's enough for me. IDT means Rafi sir, the best person. I won't say I'm number 1 faculty. I never say. There are so many faculties also there. The due respect to the other faculties. I will do the justice at professional level, at CMA level. Now please come back. Further, my dear sir, I'm encouraging you to ask the doubt. If you have the doubt, express it. You can speak in any language, no problem. We have high respect on our regional languages. What I can do, because of the English medium writing the examination, I forced to speak in English. Further, my dear friends, referring here, naturopathy treatment, of course, technical system of medicine, they said, therefore exempted. Plastic surgery, you are told no, plastic surgery to restore autonomy of a child affected due to an accident, therefore warranted. So much clarity is given. Then you say exempted. Excellent. Exempt. Pranic healing, taxable. So totally 124 lakhs plus 120 lakhs equal to 244 lakhs is taxable so far. Mortuary services. No. No. Say professionally. No. Excellent. Hats off to you. There you are. It is to say supply excluded, therefore not taxable. See, when I say input tax credit reverse means debit the professional account. Lapse also debit professional account, but reversal and lapse both are two different meanings. Just because of debiting professional account does not mean that both are one and same. Same manner here also. Mortuary services not a exempted supply. It is not a supply. Supply excludes. Therefore not taxable. So 244 lakhs. Here they said GST rate how much? 18%. Intra-state supply 9% CGST, 9% SGST on 244 lakhs. How much comes? Yes, there's the answer in front of you. 41.29, 21 lakhs 96,000, no, 9%. On two, you say maybe total amount, but 9% GST, 9% GST, because all are intra-state supplies. 244 lakhs into 9%, 21 lakh 96,000 CGST, 21 lakhs 96,000 SGST. It is the way in which, see, what you understand theory, my dear sir, theory understandably not able to understand. When you apply in application, then the real content will come into picture. What is tax, what is not tax, what is not a supply. I always refer examples. Always refer the examples. Now please come back. I want to say to my beloved friends, not advertising and all, CMA Institute, Director of Studies, send a letter to me, appreciation letter saying that, sir, in indirect taxes, you've given so much of examples. The entire book runs with the examples, provisions followed by examples, provision followed by example. I will search for that. I will go to the website. If I say online money gaming, I will refer the online money gaming, how it operates, who are involved, what transaction takes place, what are the parties. I used to go through. Then I will frame the illustration thereon. Further, my dear friends, the government of India undertaken to provide services of veterinary clinic under the exemption category. Veterinary clinic services, all type of animals, birds, animals includes wildlife animals. Veterinary clinic services absolutely exempted. Further, my dear sir, very important, assisted reproductive technology, ARTs, or in vitro fertilization. Nowadays it became fashion. See, one eminent actor, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan from Bollywood. Shah Rukh Khan, you may be aware of, very much aware of that. We used to call Bollywood Badshah. Recently, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, Mrs. Shah Rukh Khan, both blessed with the baby from somebody else. Meaning what? Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, Mrs. Shah Rukh Khan, their sperm has been injected with another lady womb and make pregnancy. After delivery taken place, handing over the baby to Shah Rukh Khan family. Your baby. That is called what? In vitro fertilization. Such a process also be called as healthcare services, which is also qualified from exemption, is what the circular. Yes. Got the clarity? As simple as that. With that, I can say that healthcare services fully concluded. Healthcare sector. Referring here furthermore, professional and technical sector services. This point already referred. Arbitral tribunal services, advocate services, form of advocate services, senior advocate services to business entity. To a business entity whose aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year more than the threshold limit for registration attract the GST. Who liable to pay GST? Business entity under RCM. Rest of all type of services to all type of persons exempted. Even advocate provide this service to business entity whose aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year less than or equal to the threshold limit for registration exempted. Exemption continue. Further, services by way of collecting or providing news by independent journalist, Press Trust of India or United News of India, if provide the services exempted. Sir, we know independent journalist, a journalist who given article contribution to the newspapers or magazines as an independent journalist, not an employee of the organization. In that case, if I wrote a editorial column to Hindu, they paid to me 2 lakh rupees. I am an independent journalist. My supply of that exempted. What about Press Trust of India, United News of India? I will tell you, the Press Trust of India generally what they used to do is collecting the news from the government. Now recently our Prime Minister, our Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharam announced solar energy scheme. Solar energy scheme. Very good scheme it is. And she said we try to provide freely this particular solar energy plates to residents. Almost 3 crores residents we are going to provide, whose income is not exceeding 1,50,000 in a financial year. To them we are freely providing. And more than 1,50,000 rupees income in annually for them we will provide, and we will provide in subsidy base based on the kilowatts, 3 kilowatts, 6 kilowatts, 10 kilowatts, like that subsidy. The more kilowatt you want, lesser subsidy. Like that they want to, they have introduced in the recent budget. Now that information should reach elaborate, full-fledged information to the public at large. What the Press Trust of India is doing? Collecting that entire information, detailed manner from the government. And the Press Trust of India is going to share that information with other news agencies. And for doing so, Press Trust of India collecting the payment from them, which is exempted from the payment of GST. Further, my dear friends, services which are in relation to highly technical, innovative product capable to produce organizations, namely incubatees. Who are they? Highly technically capable product producing capacity organizations. Cloud computing, location awareness, artificial intelligence possessed location awareness, a location of a place, a route map, direction, applications. These are all new innovative technology capable to produce institutions we used to call incubatees. They are not able to produce such high technical innovative applications, though they are capable. Why not doing so? Because of lack of infrastructure, lack of the financial assistance, lack of the manpower, lack of the training. Therefore, the government identifying those type of incubators and making an agreement from today over a period of 3 years. The government will assist you by incorporating incubators. Incubate is accepted. Let me complete the sentence, please. Let me complete. Okay? Let me complete. I am halfway through. Yes. So, in the given case, incubatee made an agreement with the government for a period of 3 years, government assisting. During that 3 years time period, for the of making the agreement, the incubatee providing their output supplies, where the incubatee is exempted from payment of the GST for a period of 3 years, provided none of the financial year the incubatee should cross the turnover of 50 lakhs. If exceeded 50 lakhs, after the over number 50 lakhs, the incubatee is liable to pay GST, even though 3 years not lapsed from the date of making the agreement with the government. I will bring in front of you practical manner. A numeric example is as follows. This example, there you understand who are they, what type of service they are providing. Cloud Power Technology Private Limited, one of the companies incubating, is a business incubating provided following taxable services in the financial year 24-25. Cloud computing services 25 lakhs, mobile application services 20 lakhs, social networking and location awareness applications 10 lakhs. Note, previous year taxable services 22 lakhs. Services provider enters into an agreement with STEP, Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park. Repeating, Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park, STEP, which is incubator, government. In the year 23-24, that means previous year they entered. Find the GST liability of Cloud Power Technology Private Limited for the financial year 24-25, assuming the rate of applicable GST 18%. Now, my dear friends, you know who is supplier of service? Cloud Power Technology. What type of service they are rendering? Cloud computation, mobile applications, social networking, and location awareness applications. These are all high innovative technical products. Therefore, we call incubatee. The incubatee Cloud Power Technology got an agreement with the government, where government established STEP, Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park, to help them. From the date of making the agreement, for a period of 3 years, such incubatee provide the applications services exempted, provided their turnover in any financial year should not exceed 50 lakhs. If exceeded 50 lakhs, then over number 50 lakhs, they are liable to pay GST. Now, exemption how long applicable means for a period of 3 years from the date of making the agreement with the government, or 50 lakhs of turnover, whichever is earlier within that time period, this exemption is applicable. If so, in the previous year, how much? First year they made agreement 22 lakhs, not exceed 50 lakhs. So, in the current year, 24, 25 also second year exempted. How long exempted? 50 lakhs only. In the current year, how much sales they rendered? 25 lakhs plus 20 lakhs plus 10 lakhs, 55 lakhs. Over and above 50 lakhs, how much is there? 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs in the current year means in the second year will enter the GST. Though the 3 years not lapsed because you cross the limit of 50 lakhs. So on 5 lakhs, 18% is equal to how much? 90,000 is the solution. See GST together 90,000. Now ask the doubt, my dear. Got clarity? Clarified or any doubt? IIT means, Baba, IIT means education institution, no? Education institution it is. Separate, not come under the IIT. You tell me. Is separate. They're one of the department it is. I know. I am residing nearby IIT. IIT campus get my house the next day. Does that mean that I know about IIT? Sorry. What I am trying to say here is their department, research department. I know. Who is carrying out this? Means the MTech qualified persons. In that MRF tire company. MRF tire company taken the permission from IIT and doing the research in tire making. Research in tire making, are they going to be exploit it as supply? That research institution is in-house of MRF, which is carrying out in the campus of the IIT. You get my point, sir? MRF company taken the permission from IIT and selecting the candidates of MTech in that, and in that IIT, the research organization carrying out the particular R&D for MRF Limited. In-house production it is. If they got a very good tubeless tire earlier, now tubeless tire. Tomorrow, no tire concept. In case they developed, is an innovative product. Is it supplied to whom? Not supplied to any person, na. It is their own company, in-house production, na. There must be a supply. Who is supplying this now? MRF Limited. MRF Limited is supplying it to whom? To outsiders. That time exemption will come only when the MRF Limited, who carried out R&D in the campus of IIT and developed a new concept of tire, no tire. New concept of tire, which is no tire. It's a new product. Then they supply to corporate companies. MRF selling it. Taxable. Unless MRF made an agreement with the government. Important. Government should have made an agreement with that particular incubator. I will assist you. If that case, after having an incubator, agreement with the incubator, like Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park, Biotechnology Entrepreneurship Park, like that. If incubator is there, having made agreement with the government, that time 3 years time period exemption, provided none of the year they exceeds 50 lakhs turnover. Now got the clarity? Now please come back. Of course, the incubators, baby of the government, provide the services, which is not under Article 243G or Article 240W. Provide to whom? Business entities. All type of services supplied by the incubator, like a Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park, tomorrow Biotechnology Entrepreneurship Park, or Hardware Technology Entrepreneurship Park, like that. If the incubator, being a baby of the government, provide these services to incubators or non-incubators by providing the assistance of a software or the technology, manpower, or finance, or the training programs, what not. whatever services supplied by the incubator, absolutely exempted, irrespective of the value. There is also exemption. Incubator. I have one example because a new concept you are looking, this one, simple concept, no new concept. What is a new concept here? Is an incubating. Incubator. Also, one problem is there. I will refer the exemption first. Supply of cells by a technology incubator, which may be biotechnology entrepreneurship park, which may be hardware technology entrepreneurship park, it may be science and technology entrepreneurship park, which is known as incubator government entity, if provide the services to incubatees or non-incubatees, not freely, by charging the charges only, that consideration is exempted in the hands of the incubator. We have the problem in this case also. Further, my dear friends, non-profit organization sector. Referring here, if an entity, unincorporated body or non-profit entity may be registered for the time being, provide these services to its own members, activities relating to welfare of industry or agricultural labor or farmer against consideration, up to ₹1,000 only per member per year. If that organization provides the services, see, the agricultural labor, a particular non-profit entity, let us say, non-profit entity, what we can call is Farmers Welfare Association, Farmers Welfare Association, and the association is a non-profit entity, providing services to the members. Yearly they collecting the fees, how much from member? ₹1,000 or less than 1,000, exempted. Likewise, promotion of trade, commerce, industry, agriculture, art, science, literature, culture, sports, education, social welfare, charitable activities, and protection of environment against conservation, where up to ₹1,000 per member per year as a membership fees also be exempted. See here, I said trade, commerce, industry, agriculture, science, literature, culture, sports, education, social welfare, charitable activities, or protection of environment against conservation. When you say here arts, art means includes movies and all. For example, MAA, Movie Artist Association, MAA, Movie Artist Association, which is non-profit organization, from their members collecting every year less than or equal to ₹1,000 membership fees. MAA, Movie Artist Association, is exempted from payment of GST. Education, they said, CA Institute is a non-profit making organization, registered. Why? Established by an act in the parliament. In that case, collecting from their members, qualified members, membership fees less than ₹1,000, exempted. But it's more than that. We are paying GST plus GST, membership fees plus GST. If it's more than ₹1,000. Further, residential welfare associations. I am not talking about commercial associations. Commercial complex association, maintenance charges, even ₹200 per month taxable. Residential welfare association, a non-profit organization, may be registered, may be unregistered, may be absolutely not a profit making organization, maybe registered, maybe unregistered, incorporated, unincorporated, as the case may be, Russian Welfare Association collecting maintenance charges from the members to serve by providing common maintenance, electricity, lift, cleaning, greening, security services per month, per member, per flat, less than or equal to 7,500 exempted. Per member, per month, per flat. Sir, I own 2 flats in a green tree apartment. Per month, per flat, 6,000 rupees. But that member paying 12,000 rupees because he owned 2 flats. Taxable or exempted for me? Exempted. Clarification. Yes, clarification given by CBS saying that this member, one member, but per flat, per month, how much paying? It is 6,000 rupees only. Though he may be paid because of he owned 2 flats, 12,000 does not mean that taxable supply. It remains exempt supply. If Mr. Rafi owned only 1 flat in a particular serious apartment, Regal Palm, serious apartment, where he is paying monthly maintenance 2,300 exempted. If paying 8,300 per flat, per member, per month, 8,300 taxable. What value taxable? Entire 8,300 taxable. Not that word above 7,500. It is not like that. Entire value taxable. Likewise, a trade union, labor union, let us say, Singareni Labor Union, Telangana, Singareni Labor Union, where the members are contributing, or the Singareni Labor Union, which is providing services to their members by charging whatever may be the amount, is exempted. Likewise, a non-profit organization, unincorporated body, carried out an activity which is exempted from the levy of the GST. Means what? An exempted activity which is exempted. Exempted activity, what is going to again further exempted? I will tell you. Just now I covered healthcare services. In the case of healthcare services, regular system of medicine provided by nursing home, provided by hospitals, multinational hospitals, or authorized medical practitioner, qualify exemption. Correct? Here, Green Tree apartment is a residential welfare apartment. Wanted to provide corona double dose vaccine to the residents. They approached Kaveri Hospital. Nursing staff came to Green Tree apartment and provided the healthcare services. Now, these healthcare services, fees paid to Kaveri Hospital by Residential Welfare Association, let us say 2 lakh rupees. Who provides this to whom? Kaveri Hospital provided healthcare services to Residential Welfare Association, exempted, because healthcare services. Further, this services provided by Residential Welfare Association to their members by collecting the fees from each member. Who provides services? Residential Welfare Association. To whom provided? To their members. Now tell me, what type of services it is? Healthcare services. Who provided? Residential Welfare Association. In whose hands is exempted? It is exempt in hands of hospital, nursing home, technicians, lab assistants, medical practitioners. But here, who is he? Residential Welfare Association, which is providing healthcare services to members, which is exempted supply. If such services are provided by association to their members, he is also be exempted in the hands of the association, is the meaning of that exemption. At this point of time, I am concluding session. Continuation of this continued by next class tomorrow. We have the class at 6 a.m. Thank you, my dear friends. Have a good day. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, my dear friends. Most welcome, my dear friends.